So brace yourself. That means anytime when you see my belly big, when you think say breed, me breed. Do not think I'm pregnant anytime when you see my belly big. Me a big, you know. And they start coming, wait, she pregnant, she pregnant? No, my belly big. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Shanice for my new subscribers, and welcome to ShaniceTheV.I.B.E. Today I really wanted to do this video, and so you know, I lit a candle, pour myself a glass of wine, and just get myself all worked up or ready to deliver on this sit down video. Today's video is basically just going to be one of those video where, you know, I do a little reflection on last year and talk about like what I hope for this new year. You know, I figured that that would be really nice to do. A lot of person could probably make that connection and, you know, relate to it. And also, you know, you guys are like extended family at this point, and I figured that, hey, you know, it would really be nice to just share some of the things that I really want out of this year with you guys before it actually happens, so that, you know, by the end of this year we would have seen how much, you know, growth that happen based on like what I say in this video and what will actually happen. So it's basically what this video will be about. If that's something that you're interested in, then surely stick around. You know, you never know, you might get some ideas or get a little peek into some of my plans and goals for this year. So before I even start talking about 2023, I just wanted to briefly reflect on 2022. And, you know, I posted a short video. As a matter of fact, it was supposed to be a short, but it turned out to be a video because it was 2 minutes, right? And I kind of sum up like what happened in 2022. And as I caption it, you know, 2022 was definitely that life-changing year for me. And funny enough, it's like at the beginning of last year, I felt that, like, I felt like this is going to be that year for me where my life is going to change in a major way. Like, I could not tell how or what exactly was going to happen, you know, because as you guys would have seen from, you know, my whole journey to coming to Canada here, I was sort of in limbo. But, you know, it might not have started out, you know, like off the bat straight up good, but then it really turned out to be such a life-changing year. I got married, I migrated, I owned my first vehicle, and, you know, there are so many good things that happened for me. Last year I was able to add my husband to the application. He got approved. You know, even something as simple as even though it's not really directly me, it still made me feel so good. My mom, you know, she also traveled last year too to Canada, and that was really amazing just to see that for her. And there were just so many little things that happened that I was so grateful for. I feel beyond blessed, if I'm being totally honest. And last year for me really opened my eyes. It changed my mindset. It really allowed me to realize that I'm, you know, like, I'm really a master manifestor. Like, I'm really limitless, and I can really, you know, just do anything that I set up to do. And if I had any doubt before, last year really was that year that showed me that. And I'm so grateful for all that I accomplished last year, and I constantly try to express gratitude for that. Even in closing, I did that. And man, sometimes it's like I have to pinch myself to how unbelievable everything like seemed to me, like how everything ended. But yeah, 2022 was definitely a great year, and I know that this year will definitely top that for me, because moving forward I know that my years will only get better, so or better. right? I'm around too much Canadians now, eh? But anyways, but yeah. Okay, so how has 2022, 2023, see me still talking about last year. Anyways, how has 2023 been for me so far? It's good so far. It's kind of slow pace. Um, yeah, but then, like in starting the year or ending the previous year and starting this one, when I was on break, I felt like I was so worked up about everything. Like I was like, oh, I have so much that I want to set in place because 2023 is going to start, and I wanted to just do everything within the last week of December. And I was there like, oh, I don't do my vision board, I don't do this. And then it's like, I don't know. I was meditating and like, I don't know, like something just came to me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I just had to just take a step back because, at the end of the day, New Year is relative. The new year begins when you want it to begin. That's the truth. And when I took the break, it was not for that. The break was to rest and rejuvenate myself, to move forward. And I understand that now. And so the year has been very slow paced, but I feel like that is exactly how it should be. And I'm glad that I was able to realize that and just take that step back and allow myself to just rest and gradually ease into the new year. As I start this new year for me, I feel like, I've been going through a lot of a lot of reflection, a lot of internal things. And for me, this year is really, it might sound cliche to some people, but this year for me is really a me year. And a lot of people say that probably about other years, and I've probably said that about other years too. But it's always so hard for me to do that because the truth is sometimes when you are a wife and a mother, it's hard to take that time, to just do you. And I feel like every time I say that to myself, I felt guilty. I felt bad. Like, may I say, home if I say it's about me when I have like a husband and a son. And that's something that I had to come into terms with and understand that, I need to do this for me. Like the fact that I have a family, it doesn't mean that I can't, have some time for myself, or it doesn't mean that I can't be selfish. And I know people say, oh no, that's gonna sound bad because society tells us that, oh no, you can't be selfish, it's a bad thing. But the truth is sometimes you do have to be selfish. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, and that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion on things, but trust me, you have to go through that phase sometimes when you just have to be selfish with yourself. And I've been growing into that a lot. And I know people are probably going to say, well, probably you were already selfish, because there are people who thought I was selfish. But I mean, not in that way, that bad little way. It's just that, how do I say it? You have to take time to focus on you, and you'll be a better person. You'll create a better version of yourself for the people around you. And I feel like I need to do that for myself this year. I need to, this year has to be about me. And I don't know how completely I'm going to balance that, but I know that that's something that I want to do. That's something I'm looking forward to doing, because I haven't been able to do that. Before I was in a committed relationship, I was a single mom, and I could not do that. I never had an opportunity to do that, and that's the truth. My son was younger. I was juggling so many things at once. A degree, being a single mom, doing everything on my own. It was just a lot. So I could not do that. And then starting a relationship and it becoming committed, it was not the time to do that either. You know what I mean? Now my son is older, my husband is understanding, and I feel like personally I need that year where I try to focus on me, and not meaning that I'm going to neglect my family, But there are a lot of things that I want to do for myself that I constantly put off because I feel like, I'm thinking about everyone else around me instead of thinking about me. And I keep putting it off, but I feel like this year is that year for me. And so I feel like going forward into this year, I want to, go with the flow a little bit. I have some major goals, so it's kind of hard to juggle major goals with this. But the truth is, anything that we want to do, we can do. That's the truth. So I want to live in the moment. I want to have fun. I want to go out more. I want to do more fun things. There are a lot of things that I want to work on health wise. Also, I want to prioritize those things and, just better me physically, mentally, financially, spiritually. That's something that, when I say focus on me, I mean like those things. I want to live more. I feel like I'm always in survival mode. I'm always thinking, I've been struggling for so long. It's like I'm stuck in survival mode and I want to get out of that. I want to live. I want to go out. I want to explore. I want to experience things. I want to, just breathe, stop, smell the coffee, the rose, whatever. Do a lot more self-care, date myself, take myself out on dates. That means a lot of solo date. That's fine. Like, it's hard sometimes to tell yourself that when you're in a relationship, but I've understand that it's fine. I want to do that. I want to date me. I want to love me. I want to just care for me. I want to adore me more. I want to just do all of that. I want that year to be about me, my personal goals, my first personal, my future, like what I want for myself. Not just I have my family goal, but what I want for myself as an individual, and those are the things I want to focus on. And anything that I need to do to put me in a position to accomplish those things or to create that version of myself, I want to do that. So that means, working on my health a little bit more. The other day I was in so much pain. I need to go see the doctor. There are other stuff I want to get for myself. Go to the spa more, do more pedicures, more manicures. I want to, mental health is definitely something for me. It's been a while. I want to, go into therapy, and I feel like this is that year for me when I should do that. It's important. I have a lot of traumas that, we do personal development. I meditate, I do all of that, but there are a lot of things that we do need professional help to overcome. And I feel like, I've been wanting to do that, and I feel like this is that year where I should, actually do that. Go do therapy, see a therapist and get all of that sorted out. Like when I say it's a me year, those are the things that I'm talking about, really. Not just neglecting everything and just it's not just gallivanting, the year away. So that's not really something that I have in mind. And then no, I do have other major goals to accomplish where, I have to still focus on those things, because we have to be an adult. And the truth is, I can't really take a complete year solely on me, but I can ensure that I'm balancing everything properly. That is something I'm working on for this year, balancing time and just everything else. It's a lot to balance, focusing on yourself, work, secular work, major goals, YouTube, it's a lot, but I feel like I can do it, and I'm definitely up for the challenge this year. And there are other major goals that I want to work on. I already talked about my health, my body. I would like to I want to lose, like I've been losing weight, but I want to lose more weight. I'm not getting worked up about it like I used to. I want to see if I can incorporate a little working out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to the gym or if I'm gonna just buy equipment and put it in my apartment, because I don't know if I'm gonna be motivated to go there in the cold, if I'm being totally honest. So I might have to leave the gym for like summertime. So that's something I want to do. And I feel like moving is definitely something that I'm gonna do, you know. Like when my lease is up, I definitely don't plan to stay here. I'm not really enjoying the apartment that much, as in the surrounding environment. So, you know, that's something major that we will have to do. So most likely I will move this year when my lease is up. Also, this is the year that this is the year that I promised my son that, you know, not my son, guys. This is the year that I promised my husband that, you know, we would try for a child. So that's major for me, you know, because it took me a while to get to this place where I was ready or confident that, okay, this is the year that I want to do it, because my first experience was not as pleasant as I would have wanted it to be. You know, there was a lot of trauma surrounding that experience. It was an experience that, you know, I would not have wanted for myself. And so, you know, there was a time where I never even planned to go again, you know, but, you know, our life change, our situation change. And, you know, in relationships and marriage, we can't be selfish, you know what I mean? And we have to think about our partners. And initially, that's why I made that decision. However, I've come to terms with it, and I feel like, yeah, I would love to have like a daughter, because I've been manifesting a daughter. Listen, everything is she. God help me, because I'm manifesting the hell out of that child. Our name put on everything. We talk both are like she exists. Right? So that's definitely something that I want this year. Not the beginning of this year. So I don't want to have a child this year either. I want to probably just be conceived. I want to conceive this year, you know. So whenever that happens this year, I'm up for it. Hopefully it happens in the latter part of the year. I'll be more ready then. And that's major, you know, balancing major goals, working on yourself, and having a baby. That's crazy. But as I say, it's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for it. And I know that my husband will be really happy. You know, this is something that he really wants. And my son will be happy too, because that's something that he really wants too. And it is something that I really want now. And I never wanted to do that until I know that it was something that I wanted. I know that I've come to that I want it. So I'm definitely going to be trying for that this year. So brace yourself. That means anytime when it's my belly big, when you think say breed, me breed. Do not think I'm pregnant anytime when it's my belly big. Me a big, you know. And they start coming, wait, she pregnant? No. My belly big. But I will definitely share the journey with you guys. Not the first part, because y'all, when I Jamaican, you know, so people don't really tell people that I'm pregnant at the first trimester. But I'm looking forward to sharing that journey with you guys when it happens. You know, if God said at a year if happen, at a year it happen. If God said another year, yeah, just go out it. Right? But that's something major that I want for myself. I want to work on financial freedom as well. I know I don't know if I'll gain it, like financial freedom, but like I want to be exploring avenues to create financial freedom. Maybe that's what I should say. You know, working for people has never been something I wanted for myself, and I kind of been doing it longer than I would want. So, you know, I want to kind of put myself in a position where in the future I don't really have to do that. And that's something major for me that I want for this year. I want to do a lot of research. I want to explore a lot of avenues. I want to, you know, do a lot of improve on my knowledge with a lot of things, and get into a lot of things that will prepare me for that, or will position me to be more financially stable, you know, because I crave or desire freedom. And working for people does not really do it for me. And even when you're working for yourself, like a lot of things I can do for myself, but you probably would not create that freedom that I want. And I just decide that I don't want that for myself. I want to have control of my time a lot. If I'm going to do things for myself, I want to have control of my time. That's something that's really major for me. And What else? There are other things that are in the little, you know, bucket that I don't really want to talk about because, as I said more than one time in my videos, silence is power. And when I'm doing major goals or I'm working on major goal, I don't like to talk about my moves until I make them. And that's something that I would encourage all of you to do. So there are a lot of things that I'll just be vague about because I don't want to talk about them until they happen. And when they happen, I will definitely share it with you guys. But you know, we have to be careful not to let outside energy into our plans or goals until they're there. You know, I'm big on those kind of things. So, but you know, I look forward to what this year has to offer. Yeah, I mean, I am very confident, I'm bold, I'm positive. My mindset is definitely where it's supposed to be, and I'm trying to get it even better. I'm trying to get rid of any subconscious limitations, limiting belief that I may have that, you know, I felt like I couldn't. And I'm just working on those things, and I'm just stepping into my truth, stepping into my power, owning this year, owning, you know, everything, and definitely going for all that I know that I'm worthy of or know that I deserve. And yeah, I look forward to sharing that with you guys. I look forward for my YouTube community growing, and you know, just being that being that person, being me, being real, and also just sharing anything that I can share because that's me as an individual. I'm always sharing tips and hacks or whatever. Like, I'm naturally like that, so why not share it with the world? You know what I mean? And my advice to you guys is to, you know, live in the moment and take it one day at a time. Slow down if you have to. That's hard sometimes, but slow down if you have to. Also, understand that everybody's timeline, everybody's path is different. It took me a while to understand that. You know, there's no ideal time, there's no mark on to say, okay, you have to get married at this, so you have to have a baby at this, or you have to do it this way, or you have to do it that way. Create your own path, create your own story, create your own version of, you know, your fairy tale or your life. You know what I mean? And when you do that, do not compare yourself with others. It's hard with social media, but trust me, you never know the real story behind everything. So do not compare yourself with anybody. Live in your truth. Make your goals. Manifest the hell out of them. Stay prayed up. Write them down. There's power in writing. There's power in silence. There's power in manifesting. And there is power in prayer. You know? And once you do the work and you put everything together, trust me, you will get all that you desire. Create the mindset that you need to accomplish your goals, and you'll be there. Don't listen to anybody, and don't be careful who you tell about your goals and your dreams, because not everybody can see the vision. Not everybody is a visionary. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody can see what you're seeing, and so they might discourage you, and that might make you start having doubts, and it's just gonna kill the whole goal. You know what I mean? So just be careful, like, who you tell your business, who you talk to, even your best friend, even your family, your sister, or your mother, or whatever. When you're doing certain things, it's so important for you to just hold on of telling people things, and that can be hard. But get a journal. You know, that's also another book I'm gonna add. I'm gonna start journaling again. Write it in a journal. Self-talk. Talk to yourself about it. Pray about it, but just be careful, you know, how you tell people before you actually make your moves, because sometimes when not now go on fear, not now strike, it's because of the people you have around you are who you're telling things. You know what I mean? So just be careful of all of those things and go for it. Go bold, go fierce, go like you deserve it, go like you earn it, you know, demand it, you know, and kill the year. You know what I mean? And if you feel like it's not a year for killing it and it's a year for just taking it a step back, do that. Remember, we're all going through different things, and you all have to do what is best for you. So that's my advice for you for 2023. I look forward to continuing this journey with you guys. May I try to be more consistent, trying to put up more content the best way possible, and with no timestamp. If you realize, I don't say I post video on XYZ because I'm not that person. I don't like rules. I don't like to be tied down to a routine. I post it. I just try to be consistent and post it whenever. and there's beauty in that. You get what I'm saying? So thank you guys, as I always say, for the support, for the love. I see the subscription going road to 1,000K, so looking forward to that and to sharing more. I will be dropping more immigration content to really surrounding my journey, and doing more vlogs, more sit down video, more chit chats. I know some of you really love these kind of videos, and I just wanted to do that. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment and tell me how has the year been for you. You know, what's your goal, what's your plan. You can be vague if you want to. You don't know who's watching. You know, if you don't want to share, that's okay too. You know, what's a major thing that you want to work on for yourself? What does this year mean for you? You know, tell me in the comment section what 2023 is looking like for you. I would love to hear your feedbacks. And as always, stay positive. Until next time, bye bye.
Today's positive vibe quote: it's time to stop being scared of what could go wrong and start getting excited for everything that could go right.
No apology, take charge, no one can compete. I just do what comes natural.